Bum 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 bum. Gotta put that into the background, and this changed on me, so I'm just gonna pull it out so y'all can see it more. Oh baby, we're back. We're back with our belly boy. Yeah. So today we got some work ahead of us, and I'm quite excited. My goal today is to fully. G-Rogue, thanks for the subscription. Yeah, I'm back, baby. And we're back with the belly boy. I'm hoping to finish him off today, but we'll see. I got some wraith bone, which is a bone, as you can imagine, a light bone, like an enamel, and I'm gonna use that for all of these like little spiky bits on him and like talons and stuff. I needed it, so we went out and got it. Yeah, bone. Alright, first things first, I noticed I missed some of his wings, so I'm just gonna lightly touch those up with a small little thing. But how are you doing, George? How's life treating ya? Gotta shake it up. You know, the most exciting part about painting, shaking up the pod. Ooh, baby. Actually, this is an important point that I don't know the answer to. Is my follower count accurate? Do I need to add a few follows? Hold on. Alright. There's only one way to check that out, apparently. Um, 74. Oh, my follower goal is even here. That makes sense. Oh, yeah. No, that's fair. Hey, I appreciate tune-ins. Today's just a chill one. So if you're feeling bleh, just, you know, just come hang out with your good old pal Cam, you know? You know how it goes. We chill, we paint, we talk, and you know, we just try to have a grand old time. Doesn't always work, but as long as you try. That's what matters. I appreciate the attempts. But most importantly, I appreciate you. Alright. Let's get this belly boy. Get him all dolled up, you know? Take a stroll down the alleys of chat? Yeah! Although, my chat doesn't really have alleys. People are pretty good in my chat, I'll be honest. Every once in a while, we get like a drifter that's like some bot that nobody wants to talk to. It's like the sketchy guy sitting in the alley that you're like, ooh, how do I avoid? And they go, click on my link, and you go, how about no? How about I don't click on your link, and you leave me alone, eh? How does that sound? But you know, they never seem to want to take that deal. Which I think is just rude. But hey, what am I gonna do against so much hate? Got one little bit on this wing. I noticed it after I'd cleaned up that I missed some spots, and I was like, God damn it. Because there's nothing worse than cleaning up and being like, shit, I missed things. We are the dark alleys. Are you saying you're the sketchy person that's sitting in the dark alley offering substances? Are you the one my parents told me about at night? Yeah, no, it's honestly the worst. It'd be so much better if I noticed it before I'd cleaned up, because then it'd be like, alright, well, let's just bust that out now. Even if it's off stream, I would have just done that. But, like, it was the fact that I just cleaned up, and then I was showing it to Felicia, and I was like, shit. Especially when you're just kind of doing, like, a base coat like this. When you're more concerned about just covering everything. You know? Alright, belly boy. Let's turn you. So, my kind of main goal today is to just do as much as possible as I can on his body. So, like, I want to do up the wings and get those, like, done as much as I can. We'll really see how that turns out. And then, of course, I want to do, like, the extra detailing on him that I want to get done. But the wings is kind of, like, my goal to be done with at the end of today. But we'll see how that actually goes. Sometimes, you know, things don't always go according to plan. Speaking of according to plan, though, you might appreciate this, George. I did my Nights of Shame session with our friend, you know, our resident DM, as you probably know. And it went very well. And I'm so excited that you guys can now do more stuff on your own. And I'm so curious when we'll eventually meet up and how that'll go. Be like, alright, what did you do? What kind of shenanigans have been done? Although, I'll be honest, I feel like Julius is the biggest wild card. We kind of know what he's doing, but, like, how will that actually go? You'll see. You will see. I'm not telling you anything until we get back together. Hopefully, Julius actually just doesn't mess things up. That's all I really want. And I feel like that's a valid request. Ooh. I think Yuri is the furthest along at the moment. Because I think we went just a touch further, so that way, like, we have a bit of a back and forth we can do. But I could be incorrect. I don't know how far you guys actually went. Like, how much time has passed. Alright. Let's get some bonies going first. Or should I touch up some of the brass? Let's touch up some of the brass, darken it a bit, like on the leg plate here. Alright, belly boy. Stay still. I need a small brush. Yeah. Who says I'm asleep? Oh, blah, blah, blah. Maybe I'm wide awake and just running around causing havoc. Maybe I've already dealt with some of our problems. You never know. Oh, excuse me. But I think it's going pretty well. Alright. I don't know what you're talking about. Sounds like Cesare ran into a Yuri's. Oh, yeah, there we go. It's popping so much more now. I am really thankful that Cesare always has a way to find Yuri. Because having your marked daggers makes things so nice. I just use them as ways to, like, signal you. It's great. Shaky hands, shaky hands. Oh, baby. That's really popping. Hey, I appreciate that then. Which honestly makes a lot of sense. Because I did wake up, and so I know about some things. I just wouldn't have assumed it was Cesare because of other things that I had found. Actually, Cesare would probably notice. One of the first things I did upon waking up was went and back to my dagger and picked it up, the one sitting in the alley. So you would have seen the blip go back to the other blip and go pick up the blip, and then the blips are together. However, I don't know where in your timeline that'll happen. Baby! Love the way it pops. Oh, I'm shedding on Bellacore. And that honestly is the main reason why I didn't think it was Cesare, was because I figured Cesare would have picked up his dagger. Oh, I'm so shaky today. I hate it. Ooh. Careful, belly boy. Steady. Steady. I just got a little bit more. You can do this, Cameron. You can do this. Be steady. Be the mini. Alright, there we go. Now those just pop so much more. Yeah, yeah. No, that's fair. Screw on. Alright. Oh, excuse me. I've also been slowly debating what I want to do with like the flamies on the sword. Because there's a paint that the brand that I use has called Hex Wraith Flame, which basically all it does is make your it's for like making spirits, and the whole purpose of it is it's like a light green and it goes on kind of see-through-y. So if you paint it over a white, it kind of gives it like a misty, light, spirity look. If you think of like the ghosts from Lord of the Rings, the third movie, Return of the King, that's sort of how I picture them. And so I was thinking of doing that for flamies, because like it fits our like Knights of Shame motif of like milky white soul things, but also kind of Julioso and the way Glimpse looks. Just notice the inside of this tear. There's just so much space. It's so easy to miss stuff. But I love my belly boy, you know? Oh, stretch. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that. But it dooby-dooby-doo. Interesting. Alright, there you go. Oh, baby. What paint? Alright. I didn't remember the paint I was looking at. Didn't remember what it was. Eek! Eek! I've got a stuck lid. Eek. Man, this one's tough. Fuck. Alright, hold on. I'll be back. Gotta get some grippy gloves. And I'm back with grippy gloves in hand. Or I guess on hand. There we go. The main issue is I have very slidey hands. And these ones are very annoying. Do. Alright, baby. Let's see how this looks. I wanted to see how like a deep crimson looked for his wings. Which is why I gave it a darker undertone, so that way it really darkens up the red. And then I figure I'm gonna have to go over the bones, or like the supports for the wings anyways. Which is fine by me. I kind of expected I would need to do that. How do I feel about that? And then I think if I go like a dark black for these lines, and then a lighter bony, the talons, I think it'll look pretty nice. Well, that's weird. Paint's holing up in one of his holes. And I think that is just rude. Leave his holes alone, you know? Alright, hold on. This hole kind of needs to be cleared out a little bit. Honestly, it's very fair. My thing is, I feel like it's a lot of money, and I don't have that much money. I feel like if you want to airbrush, it costs a lot to get going. It's cool, don't get me wrong, and I think you can get some really good work done with it, but also, like, it's a lot of monies. Alright. Yeah, yeah. That's just basically life, you know? It's super cool, but muns. And muns be important. Which is annoying. I wish muns wasn't as important. Kinda just, like, get by without muns, you know? Screw you, capitalism, that kind of thing. But also, I kind of like things too much. I know, shocking. Somebody who likes to paint minis likes things. But, yeah, I don't think I could ever be one of those people who's like, I'm gonna get rid of all of my possessions and live off of basically nothing. Could never do that. I like things. And I know I like things, so it's okay. I've admitted it, and that's what matters. What do they say? Like, accepting is half the battle? There you go, belly boy. Get a nice, thick red coating. Yeah, and then kind of what I want to do is... Because I have a pretty dark gray. I want to darken him out. So, like, once he gets to, like, the edges, it's just pitch black. because I think that would look pretty cool. And then Felicia ordered me some black primer, so I can prime up his base and actually get going on that, although I definitely have to wait till it, arrives, so I don't know how long it'll be. But once it does, we can get his nice, like, obsidian throne going. It's not really a throne, but Point is, I gotta wait till that's ready. And now I gotta wait till it gets here. But it's actually on its way, unlike before, when I just didn't have it. Now I actually got plans. Ooh. Man, these kind of just like coding everything, it takes so long. To think I'm almost like halfway done. Alright, belly boy. Alright, the backs of your wings are looking pretty good. Alright, let's let those sit for a moment. Oh, but a moment. Crack my neck, get my posture, do a little posture check. Drink some water, you know how it goes. Ooh. I'll probably need to switch over music soon. And that's okay. It's like 4 minutes left on this playlist. But man, I'm still so happy I got permission to use music. Not having to worry about like ads or copyright, because even like copyright-free playlists that I had thought were good, I got some like strikes on my YouTube archive. I say strikes, they were just like claims, so it's just like, yeah, we're taking this down. Not even we're taking this down, it's all of the revenue from this is going to the person who made the music. The publishing company, not even the person who made the music. And I'm like, whatever, it's not monetized anyways. Because YouTube's new system just puts ads on literally anything and everything. Whether you can are eligible to be monetized or not, YouTube is putting ads on your videos. Because they want to make money whether you make money or not. It's not the point. The point is YouTube makes money. Which I both love and hate YouTube and platforms for creators, because like a lot of the time they're very shisty, but also like they've bred these magnificent channels and creators. I say bred, they really didn't do anything but like give them a platform. Like the fact that Twitch made a DMCA playlist for E3 and their DMCA playlist they DMCA. Like that shows you everything you need to know about how stupid they are when it comes to music. And it irks me. Because like the music industry is one of the most like outdated copyright BS's in there. But what you gonna do? Fight the publishers? Pfft, they have way too much money for that. Man, it's already been 42 minutes? Barely done shit. It's not true, actually. I did a lot of coverage here. But you know, it's got a set. Sorry, I hope you enjoy watching my arm. I gotta clean my brush. I technically don't need to clean my brush, but like, I figure I might as well clean it a bit while I'm waiting. Screw on this shitty pod. Felicia also got me some more reds coming, so I'll have more than a single red. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Alright. So, we're transitioning now from dark fantasy to just dark music. And you know what? Let's see how it goes. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Hope you're enjoying yourselves, you know? Oh, and George, if you're still here, if you and Jared can get your individual sessions done, I can get another one out of the way next week. Because I have some time off next week. I can't leave the house, unfortunately, but I have some time, you know? Says I have to drive Felicia to work and pick her up every morning. She's doing shifts at a Bell. She's doing audio training next week and then camera training the week after. So it's going to be a lot of fun for her. I'm going to have to wake up god-awful early to drive her to work, which I'm not excited for. But hey, the things you do for love. Alright. You're still drying. but I can transition to the front. Boop, boop. Man, this red's almost gone. Oh, baby. Didn't even notice that so much got on that side of the brush. Alright, cool. Typically don't try to put that much paint on the brush, but you know what? Sometimes you just don't notice shit. Alright, let's spread all this paint I have out then. Because way more got on the brush than was intended. There you go, there you go. Get in there. Get in those recesses, you know? I'm not too worried about the chains getting painted over, because those are going to be the literally last thing I do with him. Is just completely repaint the chains and the skulls and shit. He's even got big rings piercing into his wings, and that's like holding up the chains. I realized I shouldn't have attached the chains and shit, but I just got so excited putting them together that I got carried away. And then I attached them and I was like, shit, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Guess we're just gonna have to paint around them. Because I actually did want to paint the chains and like the armor plates separate, but I got so carried away putting them together. You know, I can't help it. When you get a new mini and you're like, oh, I just want to see what he looks like. He looks so cool. And then you're putting him together and you're like, he really does look so cool. And then, you know, it's too late. You've attached things you shouldn't have and there's no going back. That's what I felt like. Alright, baby. I think he's gonna look pretty good with, once I get, like, these all done up with, like, dark blacks, and I say dark blacks, black is dark. It's as dark as you can go. With dark grays and black. I'm gonna have to go over it, and that's okay. I like it, though. He bathes his wings in the blood of his enemies. That's what I imagine. Alright, belly boy. Gotta kind of shift up how I'm holding you now. I know, I know. It's a hard not life. Oh! Also, super exciting thing. I realize I'm doing a terrible job of holding this in frame. This Friday, my new set of Digimon cards comes out. And so, next week, I don't know when, but I want to do an unboxing stream. And see if I can pull any Omnimons, because it's the Battle of Omni set. Oh god, I really got his arm there. Yeah, it's the Battle of Omni set, so there's a lot of different like Omnimons and Omnimon related shit. And so I definitely want to do an unboxing stream to see if I can pull an Omnimon on stream, and I want to share that with y'all, you know? because I absolutely just adore Digimons. In case you couldn't tell from Terriermon being my logo. And actually, some variation of my logo would be the first tattoo I would ever get. It has been decreed and decided. Don't know if I'll ever get a tattoo, but if I were to get a tattoo, that's what it would be. And I've been debating on placement of it, because I still have no idea. I haven't put too much thought into this, but like the only two places I could see putting it would be like my forearm or like the back of my calf. How did you get there? I'm so shaky, but you know that's okay. Oh, this pod is so bad right now. So basically what happened is these glass pods don't seal well at all. And so over time, some of them have solidified. And the reason why they don't seal well is because paint gets into all the threading that closes it. So it makes it so much worse. And so the red recently decided to solidify itself. Which is why I don't buy any more. Well, I didn't buy them in the first place. George bought them, but that's okay. They were the first ones we got. But I haven't bought any more after George bought those ones, because they're just such a pain in the butt. Such a pain in the butt that I don't want to deal with on a regular basis. So I've been slowly transitioning to the Citadel series of paints. The Citadel brand. I think they're about the same price. I don't actually know. But, I don't know. I like the pods better. I like the way they open up. I find them more ergonomic. Don't think that's the right word. But you get my point. The point is, I find them easier to open up, and I find that they stay better. And that could just me being a picky bitch. But you know what? That's okay. I'm a picky bitch. And I know. Hell, you should see my diet. There's no arguing that I'm not a picky bitch. Don't think the wings are fully dried yet. Think they're close. And I got most of it on the inside, I think. There's like these couple spots. Yeah, this has been a bad job at me for keeping it in frame, but also, I know I've said this before, I'm more worried about doing a good job painting than keeping it in frame. I know, such a streamer, right? But, it's just how it be. It how we do. How we do over at Camera Call's channel. I'm the one in charge, so I'm the one who dictates how things go. And if you don't like it, well, kindly let me know. Keyword is kindly. Don't be a dick about things. But also, there are just some things that I'm not going to be able to improve upon. Like, it is more important for me to actually make sure the mini turns out how I would like it than keep it in frame super well the entire time. Ugh. Alright, we got our belly boy. He's drying up. But I do really like the dark crimson, like sinewy, almost like blood wings. And then when we re-go over all of the lines in the middle and make them like black, because it's going to be gray, and it's going to, by the time it gets to here, it's going to be black. So all of that's just going to be like pitch black. So yeah. I'm excited. Sorry, I'm cleaning off these brushes now. These ones I'm not too worried about making a mess of, because they're kind of like my shitty pair of brushes. They were just cheap ones from Walmart, so I could just start painting. And so if they get ruined, it's not like the end of the world. But one of my friends, Katie, some of you may know as the female friend of Orange Coconut, Chasey, however you pronounce her username, for my birthday, got me nicer, like actual tiny mini paint brushes. And so those I'm taking much better care of. Because like I said, this set of brushes that I typically use for like wider stuff and bigger stuff is just like a shitty pair from Walmart. A shitty set. Walmart brand quality, you know? Alright, I need a little bit more paper towel. So I'll be right back. And I'm back. Alright, those wings are going to take a hot second to dry. So while they're drying, I think let's do some of the bone. Nope, not that one, that one. Or actually, you know what, let's do the gold around his ankle first. And then we'll do the bone. His gold little anklet. I'm typically totally okay with getting paint on my hands. I saw Brush for Hire, who we rated the other day, has uses a glove. But I don't know, I don't like wearing gloves. I don't like having things on my hands. And I totally understand why he does it, and it makes so much sense why he does it, but it's not for me. Like I said, I'm a picky bitch. And I know what I like. Alright. I didn't think this would take too long. It's literally just a small golden anklet. And that's it for the gold. I'm not using too much gold on them. Because I find gold works best as an accent rather than a like full piece. Granted, it also does totally depend on the like if you're doing like a stupid noble in like absolutely full plate mail, they might be stupid enough to just fully do like deck them out in gold plate mail. And you know what? That's okay. Sometimes stupid people do things, and you just gotta learn to accept it. And now we're shaking up the bone pod. This will be the first time I will open this one. Alright, well let's start with his like little toenails. Is my head in frame? Kind of. Oh. Ooh. My mic got caught on the cord. Connecting the camera to the computer. Alright, let's actually throw you over here. Because I'm right-handed. And I don't want to have to reach across Bellicor every time I want to get a little bit more paint. Yeah, if we're talking about like a perfect world, how I would have preferred to do this mini, if I didn't get fully carried away and make myself more annoying, would have been to put him together, but not attach his wings, and not put any of the the armor. I wouldn't have attached any of it because it just kind of slot in over top, and I wouldn't have attached any of the chains to the wings. Would have done all of that separately. But I just had too much fun putting them together. And I got carried away. Which, you know, honestly isn't the worst. Get carried away because you're, like, put too much on because you're having fun. That's not the worst thing that could happen. I technically don't need to get underneath his, like, the underside of his nails, but, like, also. I'm here. Might as well, right? Yep. I'm actually also quite excited because next week, Felicia and I are gonna watch Digimon Try together, which is the Digimon set of short films, I guess I would call them. That came out pretty recently. It's like the newest addition to the Digimon series, but it's the original group in like all grown up. I say all grown up. I think they're like young adults. Like I think one of them's in like college and but also I actually haven't yet to watch Try. So I was kind of waiting for it to come out a bit more because it has such like a it's a series where they're like short films. They're well, should I say short films? They're like full-length movies. But they're all part of the same series and they came out like a year apart from each other. So like every year you'd get like a new set. It's kind of like what Marvel does. And I already had enough. There's enough Marvel. I don't need another one. So I was kind of giving it time for like everything to come out, kind of. But now I just want more Digimon because I've been waiting for it forever. Yeah, I think it'll be good. I have faith it'll be good, but I just, wanted to give it some time. So next week, catching up on Digimon Try, and I cannot wait. Alright, Bellicor, you picky bitch. Show me your toenails. Let's get them painted. Ooh, baby. Alright. Oh, really? See, I would have loved to watch it in theaters. That would have been cool. I didn't even realize it came out in theaters. Yeah, Felicia and I went on a big old walk yesterday around like the Yorkdale Mall and things like that. And theaters open up in Canada on Friday, and I'm so excited. I actually really enjoy the theater experience. There's something about just going with a bunch of your friends, sitting all quiet like in the theater, and just all sharing an experience together. Doesn't even have to be a good movie. I've had plenty of fun at theaters watching absolute trash films. Alright. Whew, baby. Thing is, our belly boy has a lot of these little spikies. You could almost say he's very horny. Keep getting his wing caught on the cord. Like, how wooed? Alright. I totally just noticed he has a wrist guard. A wrist guard, like a bracelet. It's definitely not guarding anything, it's just a bracelet. That's definitely gonna get golded up. After I touch up his hand and whatnot. Doo-doo. These are the ones I'm like most nervous about. Because they're like poking through the armor. Alright, Bellicor. Face that way for me. Alright, whew, baby. One set of armor spikes done. Itchy nose. He's coming together. Fuck. How did I get there? Nothing. Alright, I think that's 2 armor plates done. Yeah, armor spikes. So his left side is done. Let's move on to the right. Sorry, his right is done. Let's move on to the left. I said that and I was like, nope. Kind of like the idea, like, not all of these have broken through his skin yet. Which is why I don't want to do all of them with, like, the bony. But all of the ones that have broken through the armor have definitely broken through his skin. Like, that's just a guarantee. If it's pushed out enough to be able to pop through solid metal, it's probably pushed out enough to push through his skin. No matter how hard his demony hide might be. The big question is, do I make his horns match? Kind of feel like I should. Sorry, I'm trying to get his fingernails. Alright. I feel like I've pulled him very far out of focus. Well, look at that. Look at that. Nice bones poking through. I'm just debating on whether I want to do his horns the same. Because I almost feel like it'll be too much if I make those all bone. You know what I mean? It really draw focus to his face, though. Alright, then here's what I'm thinking. Let's do it, but we'll scuff up his horns. Like, he uses them to fight. Because, like, one of them's broken. So I like the idea of, like, bloodying them up. I like how he has, like, rings on his horn. The rings I'm definitely going to do with like a nice deep gold. Because I like the idea of like his filigree and his accents being gold. Sorry, you're gonna get just pure wing. You're not gonna see shit for a little bit. Just based off of how I have to like hold him in position. I also like this idea of like his horns not being perfect. I think it'll look cool if I don't like, if I let some of the darkness from the gray underneath shine through. I say shine, it's not gonna shine, it's a gray. But like peek through. It'll give it more of like a darker grittiness. Oh, I just realized he also has a horn ring on his other side too. He's got 2 on his right and 1 on his left. Demon fashion, you know? It's like how a lot of tieflings in 5e end up with like horn ornaments and stuff like that. Or at least ones that I've seen. I know like you don't have to. Full point of D&D's, you don't have to do anything. Yeah. When Demon Poppy says, go put some ornaments in your horns, you're not gonna say no. He's Demon Poppy. You know? You show that man respect. He has waged war against countless civilizations as a demon lord, and he worked hard to get that position. Speaking of getting the demon lord position, I believe a new episode of That Time I Reincarnated as a Slime comes out today, and I'm excited because I enjoy that series a lot. I can probably zoom out now. Do I need to restart zoom done? As I zoom in. Look, Felicia's the camera nerd. I'm the computer nerd. She'll shoot it and make sure it sounds beautiful. And then I'll cut it all up and put it together. And call it a video. Okay. I definitely am gonna put some like blood and shit on his horns. All right. Okay, I think I just have his nails. Oh, I don't want to do those nails, actually. Scratch that. You might be done with that for now. I think we are. Alright, cool. Hello? What's up? Drew? Oh, you son of a bitch. How goes it? Oh, welcome. You know all that fun stuff? Well, honestly, it's very fair. How is, oh, yeah, you can't hear me. Well, shit. Oh, wait, no, you can hear me, you just can't see me. Love you too, buddy. Thanks for the sub. Enjoy your new job. Congratulations again. Hope it's going well and you're enjoying it. Ugh. And hey, I appreciate all the support. All the support. You guys are just so lovely, you know? But in all honesty, thank you so much. Let's do this. Ba-dam, bum, 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 bum. Oh, gosh. I have terrible posture when I paint. I just kind of like stretched out a bit, and man, is it bad. Alright. Alright, buddy. My belly boy. Let's do just a little dab. Oh boy. That's alright. Sorry, I'm cleaning, you know? You gotta do some good brush care while you work. Also gives shit time to dry. What will it be next? How are wings looking? Okay. Still like a little wet in some parts, and that's okay. That's what I thought, but thought I'd snoop. So then let's do his mouth. Because he looks like a hungry boy. His mouth and his big ass tongue. The tongue is also something I should have done separately. That's okay. Once again, I got carried away when doing him. Because he was just so much fun to put together. Yeah, I know he's gonna have a lot of red. And that's okay. I like red. Who do? Gotta drink some water, you know? Stay hydrated. Oh, my battery's gonna die. Alright, while he's taking a moment, I'm gonna swap that out. So I'll be right back. Oh no! I forgot to pull out extra batteries ahead of time like I normally do. I'm such a mess today, y'all. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I'm a mess. It's okay, it happens. You know, not everybody can be perfect all the time. And I'm just gotta be perfect most of the time. No, far from it. Nobody's perfect. And the sooner people accept that you won't be perfect, the happier you'll be. Alright, baby, let's refocus this shizness. Oopa! Thought I locked that in place. I did not. That was scary. It's a good thing I got quick hands. Alright. Alright, belly buddy. Wings are drying, so let's do your hand. What brush do I want for this? I don't know. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, y'all. Eh. I need like a slightly longer camera cord. But that's okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to want to go over the... I have to finish up the sword as well. However, I don't have the paint. I'm still waiting on the paint to do the flame effects. So we're not even going to like 100% finish them today, even if we get there. Which is a little disappointing, but also like, hey, what can you do? Still waiting on a paint, right? So we're just gonna kind of... My goal is to get everything done but the flame effects. So next time I stream, all I need to do is do his base and the flame effects, and we can put them together and he'll be done. That's sort of my hope. Of course, nothing's perfect, so no guarantee shit. I just noticed I messed up on something. I've gotten some red on his leg. I did not cover up. Alright. Now we're just kind of in a drying phase again. Oh man. Because his wings are taking a little longer to dry, unfortunately. I guess I could do some of the black already. There are parts that I could definitely do. Did I already pull out the black? I don't see it. Hold on, I did not. One of the other paints Felicia ordered for me is a black of the Citadel paints, because the these pods I'm not a fan of. So, getting a new black of one that I like, and you know, go from there. Eee! Also, thank you everybody who's chilling, whether you're actually paying attention or not. That's fine. I appreciate the views as always, and if you are just chilling and actually listening, well, thank you. Once again, thank you regardless, but like, extra thank you if you're actually paying attention. Because I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. I'm just having fun. I'm rambling it while I'm painting. Alright, I'm going to use a bit of a thinner brush for this because it's all like thinner lines going down. You know what I mean? I guess I could start on his back first. That should be more done. Maybe not. I see a little clump of paint. Alright, I take back what I just said. His back isn't more done. Still kinda. Oh, I see what we can do. I knows. Get back out this gray. And then touch up along his arms. His wing arms. The other day I knocked one of his skulls off of his chain. Like one of his wing chains. And I don't know if I'll be able to reattach it. But I figure that'll be like the absolute last thing I do is test that out. Oh, what'd I click? I don't even know where my mouse is. Alright, cool. Panicked? I just was painting, and my pinky that was out clicked my mouse, and I was afraid I just like prematurely ended the stream or did some shenanigans. Because I wouldn't put it past me. Let's move you. Sorry, y'all, I got a cord stuck on my mic. There's some dragon. Remember, Bellacor's not a dragon, he's a demon. Man, it's tedious how the gray doesn't quite cover up the red very well. What you gonna do? I guess there'll just be little spots where there's little bits of red poking through. Which honestly doesn't look too bad. But I just want to try and cover up as much as I can, because like there are spots where there's just way too much red. That's my happity hap hazard painting style. Come on. So rude. Just get covered up red. Normally I'm like, it's okay if you make mistakes because you can just paint over it. Apparently I can't paint over it. Apparently the red's like, nah, I'm staying. I think it has more to say about the gray than the red, that the gray doesn't cover up well. Which is weird, because it's like a base paint. Like, it's supposed to be like a base color. I think it's just because it's one of the shitty ones. That'd be my guess anyway. Who knows if it's true or not? Alright. Belly boy. How are the insides of your arms? Oh, they also need work done on them, eh? Alright, that's cool. I'm not too worried about getting it like 100% to the line. Like, this isn't a color by numbers. I just kind of want to cover up the most of it. So like the middle parts is what I'm more concerned about. It's a lot of paint. Didn't realize I'd gotten his ribs earlier. Get these winged biceps, you know? Because Bellicor looks like a demon that lifts. You know he's working out on the reg. Alright, that one wasn't actually that bad. Did a worse job off the red on the other one. Alright. Let me seal this up, because he's good to just sit for another moment. Or I guess I could do some gold. Like, finish up his hand. It should be kind of dry now. Finish up, like, the sword, the handle, and the hilt. Oh, excuse me. But first, some water. Alright. Let's see. Felicia's done work at 6 today. And I gotta go out and look for some Pokemans on Pokemon Go later. No, I'm working hard today. I'm trying. How long have we been streaming for anyways? 2 hours? Oh, okay. That's a decent amount of work for 2 hours. Alright, yeah, let's bust out the gold. And a nice thin one. This one. Oh, baby. Because I'm going to get his armlet as well while I got the gold out. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry, this is a very tough spot to get. What was that? I don't even know what made that noise. And I'm concerned. But only actually mildly concerned. Alright, alright, alright. honestly, that part is pretty good, the guard. Pretty content with how that looks. Alright, the gold is done. And I'm going to do black in the guard. So let's turn them. Let's do it. And I need a U. Nope, I lied. I want my double O. Double O. And now we shake up this black for a little bit, and we go from there, you know? But our belly boy's progressing pretty nicely. Pretty content with the crimson wings, and I think it'll look better with the black detailing separating it. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Sorry, I know I'm focusing. This also isn't a good angle of what I need to do for you. Ooh. Alright. Let's do a little flip. A turn. Alright, belly boy. Fuck. Ooh, baby. That was quick. Quick on the draw. Shaky hands, gotta love them. Sorry, this is intense. Music was tensing up too, like, man. Just a breeding ground for tension. What's a painter supposed to do when everything's just so tense? All right. Alright, so for that bit I can use a bigger brush because it's not like in a recess. A recess. Oh, baby. Getting there. Belly Boy is so much work. But he's so worth it. He's so cool. Yeah, so anyone who didn't hear earlier, my goal is to move up, like darken him as he goes out. So by the time we get to the tips of his wings here, it's just pitch black. And then he's gonna have little bonies on the ends of the little tips, the little bony blades. Alright. Yeah, I definitely like the way the black looks in it. Especially because the red I used gives his wings a very, like, wet looking kind of appearance. And so I really like that. Oh, that looks more bony. Actually, now that I think about it, I think it's more bone instead of the, like, sinew. Alright, cool. So that means I don't actually have to do those bottom ones. Good to know! Yeah, I'm definitely glad of the choice of brush I chose. I'm definitely going to size up to do the, like, top ones, just because I have to go all the way around it. That's okay. Also very much somebody who's just doing this because it's fun and they enjoy it. Like, I would not consider myself, like, any kind of professional or amazing at this. It's just, you know what? I have fun doing it, and that's what matters. Besides, I saw this really interesting thing a while ago where it's like your art improves, but then your critiquing of art improves. So you go through these, like, waves of, like, oh, my art is trash, because that's when your critiquing is improving instead of your actual skills. And I thought that was pretty interesting. Because it's like the idea that, like, you put more, you treat your work, like, you critique it harder than you need to. One, because it's your work, and two, because, like, your critiquing skills have improved more than your artwork, than your art skills. And I was like, huh. I've never heard of that before, but it's really interesting. I'm still so happy I got music. Like, you have no idea. When I reached out to Mr. Ziegler, I was not expecting anything because, well, like, look at, I have a tiny little following, and typically, like, I don't even know if I was going to get a response, because, you know, it's the first time. Well, it's actually not the first time I've reached out to YouTubers that I enjoy, actually. In school, we were doing a project, and because I was in school to professionally learn how to, like, video production and all the steps and things like that, they wanted us to make sure everything we did we had permission for. They wanted to really hammer that home so that way you don't get into, like, any legal trouble after they send you out into the world. And so one of the things we had to do was a typography assignment. And it's basically just those short little graphic videos where they use words to, like, accentuate the meaning and to, like, of a piece. So, like, one of my classmates did, like, Winston Churchill's speech. However, me, being the uber nerd that I am, reached out to the guys at the Third Wheel who produce a D&D. Well, it's not really D&D at this point, if I'm going to be honest. I'm not sure what system they use. Called Thrilling Intent. And this was way before they had busted out into other things like Windrose Everlasting and a variety of other things. But I reached out to them and I was like, hey, can I use some of your audio from Thrilling Intent in my school project? And they were like, you want to use our work in your thing? Yeah, like, go ahead. Like, what's it for? Tell us all about it. And it was such a nice experience. Because they're just such sweet little beans. And then I reached out to Ziegler, and he was like, oh, that's really cool. Yeah, sure, go ahead. And, like, I was the one who suggested having, like, a little graphic saying music created by blah, 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 blah. And he was like, yeah, that'd be cool. And you know what they say, you know, shoot your shot. You never know what you're going to get. However, there is a limit to that, I will admit. Because, like, I also follow a lot of, like, just YouTubers that I enjoy, like, actually just watching their content, like Game Grumps and whatnot. And I know specifically Game Grumps for a while there got a ton of people just sending them resumes and, like, demo reels and being like, hey, can I come work for you? And, like, yeah, I get you're shooting your shot. However, a lot of the time when it's like we're not even hiring, like we have a full staff already, it doesn't help your case to be like, hey, here's my resume, like every few months. So it is like a go ahead and shoot your shot, but also think of like the context and when you're doing it. Don't be dumb is pretty much what I'm trying to say. And hey, sometimes, you know, just sending your resume might work in your demo reel, all that fun stuff. If that worked and got you a job, congratulations. I just know I've seen people be like, I hate it when the people do this. And I was thinking, if I ever was like a big old content creator and like I had like a team that like helped me produce videos, I would probably also be annoyed if I kept getting a ton of emails from people being like, hey, come hire me. It's like, I'm not trying to hire anybody at the moment. So it's a double-edged sword. I'm pretty sure my demo reel is also pretty outdated at the moment, because I've been comfy with the job for a little bit. But I'm actually hoping to move up in my main job, my MLSE, but I gotta wait. We're kind of in like the recovery from COVID. So originally I was supposed to be switching departments in like October of last year and doing more of like a full-time edit thing. That's what we were talking about and moving on to. However, COVID happened and completely threw that timeline out of whack. So basically I'm going to have to check in with them in when the new season starts up, so this October. I think right now the issue was they hired on all of their editors as full-time position instead of like a contract. Sorry, full-time contract is what they signed them on for a year position. And then instead of being freelance is what I meant to say. And so what I am looking for is for people to basically be like, I want to be freelance. I don't want to be full-time. And they dip. And then I'll just swoop in and be like, hey, I want to be full-time. Give me benefits. But yeah, you know, fun stuff. Alright, sweet. Sweet! Sorry, I'm happy with how it's looking. Ooh. I'm gonna give him a moment. Little belly boy, you know? That was rude. Oh, excuse me. Man, my house is so cool, my hot water has quickly turned ice cold. It is not as effective at cleaning brushes anymore for the moment. Which is rude. Rude, I say. Oh, baby. Oh, I'm dumb. I totally forgot to do his horn. Jewelry. Well, let's just pop those off now then. Let's get together and... Alright. I could have done this earlier, but I totally forgot. It's 3 freaking rings, you know? But what you gonna do when they come for you, bad boys? Oh, baby. Oh shit. That was dumb of me. I just put my hand where I was painting before. Which is pretty dumb. But you know what, it happens sometimes. Alright. Ooh, baby. Alright, I think that's actually it for the gold and shit. I think that's it for most of his body. I just have the wings, I think, to finish off, and then the sword, which, like I said before, I can't do at the moment. And that's okay. I'll do the sword super quickly before we glue him on the base whenever that can happen in the future. Alright, what time is it? It's almost 4? Man, time flies when you're having fun. Alright, look at this belly boy. What should next step be? I guess do the insides of the wings, eh? I think that do be it. The question is, what brush do I want to use for that? Probably a little thicker. Alright. Merlin! With the raid? I don't know why the alert didn't go. I have alert set up. Oh god. Thank you, Merlin. It's a pleasure to have you here. I, once again, don't know why my alerts didn't go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're here. There's more. We got more done on our belly boy. So you can see we've like gussied him up a bit. We got the nice crimson wings going. I'm about to do what I did on his back. Hold on, I can turn him. Which is add the black to the points in between the wings. So, you know, we're making him nice and like dark and demony. And I'm about to do the black to the front. And yeah, it's been a lot of work. Been about 2.5 hours of work now. But welcome. What were you up to? What were you streaming? Timely camera. Well, timely camera. We are painting the Warhammer figure Be'lakor and just kind of hanging out and talking. Normally, I don't always paint. I do a lot of games and stuff like that. I'm currently playing Resident Evil Village every so often with my fiance, and I'm also doing a Pokemon Stadium randomized Nuzlocke with Orange Coconut, and that is a ton of fun. But that's kind of what my channel's been doing at the moment. Playing some good old Greedfall. I actually have not played that. But how is it? And how was your stream? Did you have fun? Was it... Did you win? Are you winning, son? But yeah, no, Timely Camera, I pretty much just stream what I want to stream, if I'm going to be honest. It's like, oh, if I want to play this game, alright, I'm going to stream it. And I like every so often to stream painting ones, because I enjoy painting, and I find it's a good way to just kind of like relax and just enjoy myself. And if I can talk to friends and people while I'm doing it, even better. Although I will admit I'm not the best at holding it in frame while I paint. I do prioritize the painting over the framing. But you know what? That's alright, it happens. Yeah, fair. Honestly, sometimes taking a break is really just what you need. Yeah, so you're not winning yet, but you will be winning. You know what? I can accept that answer. As long as you win in the future, I will be content. Actually, I'll be honest, I'll be content even if you don't win. I'm very much the kind of person who's like, hey, as long as you're having fun, do what you want. Eesh. I also really shot myself in the foot here because I just got so excited putting them together. I didn't mean to attach these chains. I was going to do that after the fact, but I was just having so much fun putting them together, and I was so excited to see the finished product that I blanked, and he was together. I was like, oh shit. So you know what happens. It's an open world RPG. Yeah, fair. That will take some time. Open world RPGs aren't quick little things. Alright, hold on, I gotta move this stupid skull. In my free time, I've been playing the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and man, I very recently got to Mass Effect 3, because it takes oh so long. But it's been a ton of fun. I enjoy the shit out of certain open world RPGs. I find I actually prefer non-multiplayer games unless it's co-op. I don't enjoy competitive multiplayer. Mass Effect's great, and which is why like I played it before ages ago, and I was like, I just want to take my time with it and just have fun with it, so I wasn't going to stream it. Because, you know, I find you gotta have a few games that you just play on your own. Oh, and Marilyn, I'm super excited about this, but Friday, I get a full box of Digimon for the new set, the new Digimon card game. And so next week, I'm actually going to do a Digimon unboxing stream. I haven't decided what day to do it yet. But, I'm so pumped for that. It's the, I don't know if you know anything about Digimon, but it's the Battle of Omni set. So there's going to be a lot of Omnimons in the set, and so I'm really, really hoping I get some good ones. Sorry, that's just me nerding out about Digimon for a little bit. In case it wasn't apparent by my adorable Terriermon link, I am a huge Digimon fan. Yeah, my little channel mascot, Terriermon, is a Digimon. He is my favorite Digimon. Because he is so cute and adorable, and he just deserves all the love and all the respect. Mass Effect 2. Played the first one a while ago on 360 and enjoyed it more or less, but never really bothered with the second. For a while, a lot of people were saying the second one was one of the best games ever. I think it really depends on what you're looking for in a game. Because Mass Effect 2 is very good. However, it does have some things that it doesn't do very well. And personally, I think Mass Effect 3 is the better game, but Mass Effect 2 had the better ending. So it really depends on if you care more, like if the ending soils the experience for you, if the ending's not great, or if you just can kind of like turn that off and enjoy the game. So typically, like I know the endings in Mass Effect 3, and I'm just gonna kind of just enjoy myself and just, see what happens. But I know I'm not a fan of the endings in Mass Effect 3, but I like the game better than 2. And I think both of them are better than 1. Yeah, no, one isn't amazing, I would say, especially in comparison to the other two. But like, if you didn't get 1, you wouldn't get 2 and 3, because 1 was very like experimental with like the mechanics and how they worked things, and you can definitely see where they refined 1 to get 2 and 3. So like, there would be no Mass Effect 2 or 3 without 1. I know, that's so surprising, eh? Like, even if they weren't like a trilogy, it's just like you can see they've improved upon them, is kind of what I'm going for. Which is why I think 3 is the best one, because they took everything, their knowledge from 1 into 2, and then they further improved upon it in 3. But their ending really fell flat. And you know what? That happens sometimes. Not everyone's perfect. Not everything has to be perfect. Alright, hold on. Aspect 1 was good in itself, but compared to others, it was the worst. Yeah, see, I agree. It's the worst of the trilogy, but it is a good game. Gameplay style 3 was the best, but I still think the ending of 3 was too shallow. But then again, yeah! No, Merlin, me and you are seeing eye to eye on this debate. Which is exactly my point. 3 is the better game, but the ending of 3 is so lackluster that it's like, if... I would still say 3 is the better game than 2. Like, I would say 3 is the best in the series. But you just gotta go in with the expectations that the ending isn't good. And really, it's just because, like, the ending is fine. But the issue is, in comparison to 2, the ending is so much worse. Because in 2, like, you had so many options and variables, like, so many people could, spoiler alert, so many, like, you can lose people in the game. People can actually die, like, your actions have consequences. And 3, it seems like your actions have consequences, and then nothing really changes. And that's just kind of my disappointment with it. Is I think 2 built up this expectation of actions have consequences, and you need to live with what you do. And then 3 was kind of like, all roads lead to the same ending. No matter what you did. Yeah, right? And it's like, even in 3, like, even if you just ignore Andromeda entirely, the, like, 3 different endings in Mass Effect 3 aren't different. Like, yeah, they have, like, a thematic ending, but there's no difference in the endings. Yeah, exactly, and that's kind of my point. It's rough, because 2 set such a good expectation with its ending. Because I loved the ending of 2. Like, I just finished it, and man, like, the last mission and everything is still so tense and so much fun to play. And, like, I did it without a guide, just based off of what I could remember and, like, what I wanted and what I felt was right. And so everyone lived for me, because I'm a god gamer. But but no, I think that's the one part where they fell flat in 3. It's just the ending. Which is okay. You can't expect people to, hit a home run on every step of the way. Alright, hold on. I need some more. Need some more paints. Paints on my brush. See, I actually have not played Andromeda, and I actually don't have any drive to. I just heard so many bad things about it. I was like, it doesn't interest me. But I also wouldn't say I'm like the biggest Mass Effect fan. No, I enjoy the games immensely, but I also have only played through them. This will be my second playthrough ever. So that's fair. The loading screen times are so much better. But I definitely think they I don't know, they definitely streamlined like the mechanics and the way the game plays from 2. Because like I'll be honest, like the scanning planets in 2 is so much better than rolling around in the Mako. But I also I haven't gotten to what you have to do in 3. I don't fully remember. I just feel like it was better than it was in 2. Maybe because my issue in 2 is you're very limited in resources. Like your credits, there's a finite number of credits in the game. But in 1, there isn't. You can basically have as many credits as you want because you salvage gear and shit like that. And you don't really use money. So like when I was playing 2, I didn't end up getting all the upgrades and everything I wanted to because I was a dummy and totally forgot that credits were a finite resource. And so I would like mine every planet to be depleted, and like you don't need to do that. It's just a waste. A massive waste, that, not even like a tiny thing. It got to the point where I was like, this is just tedious. I'm just not gonna do it anymore. Alright, hold on. Let's let him rest. Nope. I want you to rest back if I can. Yeah. That was quick. That's okay, I was kind of just rambling about Mass Effect 2 and 3 and whatnot. You got me into a topic that I kind of enjoy talking about. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing on my free time, Marlon. Ooh, oh god, okay. Whew. I shifted too much. I shook the world. Get painted. Alright, cool. Shoot. That's dainty. Sweet. And then I just have that one to go. And then this wing is done. Oh. It did get removed. My issue was it was too much. I think it would have been fine if it wasn't like almost every planet you had to do it. Because it was fun for the first little bit, but I'm very much like, I'll explore everything in a game. And that got to be too much, because it's just very unwieldy on some planets, and some planets are not conducive. Like, they weren't built for the Mako. Like, there are some planets that I actually very much struggled in to try to drive the Mako around. Because you'd have to drive up, like, this mountain to get to the research thing on top. But it's like, alright, how am I supposed to do this? Video paused? Yes. Oh, I got an ad. Hold on. Oh, man, I finished all my music. Alright, hold on. We need a new playlist. Let's do this one. Alright, hold on. A lot of games have that though. Like I said, my biggest issue with it is just like it was very difficult to traverse some of the environments. It didn't feel like all of the planets were made for the Mako. And I don't think you should design an integral part of your game to not be usable on places that you're supposed to be using it. If that makes sense. Right? And it's just like, it's a lot. Woo, baby. But then, like, 2 has an exploration vehicle called the Hammerhead, which you barely use, which was nice. Like, it didn't overstay its welcome, and that's my biggest issue with the Mako, is it overstayed its welcome. But also, it might not have overstayed its welcome if I didn't want to do everything. Sorry, I'm doing a terrible job of holding the frame. Oh, do you really drive a lot in Andromeda? Once again, I have not played Andromeda, so I don't really have any opinions on it. The reason why I didn't play it is because it had such terrible reviews. I was like, I really don't have any interest to play it. But I guess I'm also kind of a fickle kind of person, because like I've been playing Valhalla as well, and I've mostly beaten the game. It's just way too damn big. And not big in a good way. It's big in the sense of like they were like, alright, we need to pad out our runtime a bit. Give them 30 more things to do in the final bits. And so it's not big with anything meaningful, it's just big for the sake of being big. And that's how the Mako felt for me. It felt like, oh, well, we have this mechanic of this car, so let's use it. Rather than, alright, let's use it as much as it should be used, and then stop using it. It's like, oh, let's just put it here because we have it. Oh, baby. Flying through the original Metal Gear Solid right now, amazing how much quality and detail there is in such an old game. It's true. Yeah, no, Merlin, I totally agree with you. I think Valhalla was a good, like, oh shit, set piece for, like, what you can do with a Viking era game. And I still enjoyed the hell out of it, but it definitely is a game that overstays its welcome. Particularly because I'm kind of a completionist. Like, I'm not worried about getting all the trophies, but I like to get everything in a game. So if there's bits... What the fuck? If there's still things left to do in the game, I want to do more. I want to finish it. Yeah. But that's also just, like, who I am. The joys of growing up in, like, the Donkey Kong 64 era, where you have to get all 101 bananas, and, like, you gotta do all this shit. Oh. That's very fair. Merlin, you're just hard to please. And you know what? That's fine. You know what you want. And when things don't deliver, it's like, wow, alright, cool. But no, I do totally understand, especially about Valhalla. I played Monster Hunter World, but I didn't play World with the intention to get everything, so I can't really comment as much on that one. Like I said, I don't play for the trophies, so like that's a different whole different ball game than compared to what I'm used to. Where can I hold you, buddy? Oh, Merlin. I do kind of get that. I am a very simple creature. I like spending time with my friends and family, playing games, and I'm content. I'm a happy little bean. Like just yesterday, Felicia and I just spent the day together. Like we just wandered the mall. We didn't really do anything productive. And I was such a content little bean. Okay, got one more. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. The new Creed. The Viking Creed. But to be fair, I'm also a sucker for like Norse mythology and like Viking culture. I'm one of those guys. So like Alright, Belly Boy. Let's give you a spin and let's see how your little spikies are looking. Alright, now how are these spikies looking? They could use a little bit more paint. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Alright, cool. A Belly Boy. Alright, alright. That is done. You can sit and dry for a minute, and let's catch up on chat. You got Odyssey on sale about a year ago, so I was really interested in the setting. Enjoyed a lot for about 20 hours, but just got too greedy. Yeah, yeah. No, and Valhalla is very similar. So, that's my issue. Is Ubisoft games are very formulaic. They're like, this works well, so we're only going to do this thing. And we're only going to do this thing for 200 hours. Because, like, to do everything in Valhalla, you gotta dip so much time into it. Like, it's crazy. Alright. And that can go there. Did I drop a little tubey? I did. It's true. Some people do really love it. And I love it up to a point. It's really my thing. Ooh. Oh, baby. Man, Bellicor is almost done, guys. I have to darken him up, and then we just got the chains, and then that's pretty much it for today. No, and that's very fair. I typically view games where I want to get 100% as like time killers. So like Valhalla is very much a time killing game for me at the moment, where it's like, all right, I got some time to do something. I gotta wait. Or it's like, all right, I can't fall asleep. That's what Valhalla is right now. Which is why I haven't played it in a bit, because I have Mass Effect, so I don't really have a time killing game. And then my next time killing game will probably be Biomutant. Because Felicia got that because she absolutely was so excited for it. And then I'll probably play through that and see how that goes. My poor oil. Alright, let's spin you around. First things first. So I can get at these wings ears. Alright, so the name of this track I absolutely love. It's called Panda Power. Alright, cool. Alright, Belly Boy. Yeah. Man, I'm so content, guys. We're almost done. I say that, but we still have his entire base, and then his cool sword effects. But I just don't have the stuff to do those yet. Yeah. I also want to try to see if I can reglue this skull to the chain here. Oh, excuse me. Because I accidentally broke it off. I might not be able to, and that's fine. But I figure if I can, I should give it a shot. Now we wait to see if this actually holds. Like I said, if not, it's not the end of the world. But if it does, sweet. Oh, baby. There we go. And then I shouldn't just poke it right away. Oh, God. Drop the lid of my glue. Drop it like it's hot. It's not even hot glue. Alright. I guess what we can do next is some of the chains. What do I want the color of the chains to be? These are thick, meaty chains. So I'm thinking of doing them in a darker metal. I got two. I think I'm going to use this really dark one. Yeah. Yeah, that's my decision. And we're going with it. Sticking to my guns, you know? And then we can use 0? 0. 0? No. 0. Yeah, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Man, it's 4:30. I'm running out of time, yo. Oh. Oop. Sorry, camera. I might go over this one. I have a dry metal. And so I'll probably go over the chains with that once I'm done. To just like really make the light parts of them pop. Still not sure if this skull will actually stay on or not. Only time will tell. I think that's a no. I just don't think there's enough there for it to really hold. That's okay. Shit happens. Oh, I guess I gotta also add some accents like blood and stuff. Am I even? I am, okay. Alright, wing 2. Oh, that's rude. Oh, baby. Oh, excuse me. Man, we're getting so close, y'all. I'm so excited. Like, I kid you not. We're so close. Feels like finishing is just around the corner. Alright. Now we gotta let that shit dry. My camera is almost dead again. Gotta swap out the battery soon. I'm actually kind of just hoping it stays alive long enough for us to finish. Which it's possible. But I honestly don't think it's gonna happen. Just because I don't have another one immediately ready. Man, I love him. He's so pretty. Alright, let's turn him around so y'all can see a little bit better. So like, look at our little belly boy. If we turn him this way, he'll be in the light a little bit better. I think he looks pretty rad, if I do say so myself. He looks like a rad Brad. And then I gotta enamel up some skulls, which is what we'll do next. And then I don't even know if I want to do highlights on the chains. I kind of like the way they look as it is. Like, I was debating it, but like, they don't pop, but I kind of don't want them to pop. I don't want the focus to be on the chains. I want them to be a subtle detail that you go, oh wait, is that, oh shit. And so that's what I'm thinking. You know? You know. If you know, you know. I think I'm gonna go with 1 or 2 for sizing. Let's go 2. Hover. Fly! You bitch. It's a big ass fly. I don't know if you moved in front of the camera. Means I got a nemesis I have to slay later. Oh, this skull's wearing a crown. That's pretty cool. Gotta gold the shit out of that later. I also have a dry paint that's kind of like a weathering, and so it makes bone look older. It gives it kind of that like aged look. And so for the skulls that are hanging up, I'm definitely going to do that because then it'll differentiate it from the bone of Bellicor. But they're going to have the same like starting base. Saw the fly again out of the corner of my eye. Such a prick. Yeah, I pretty much have like the bones, the skulls, and then bloody details. So like just like the fine little filigree. Like I'm gonna put some blood on his sword, on his tail. Because any demon lord that's got a tail that's basically a spear point has definitely used it to impale somebody before. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. If they do, send them here and say, look, Camera Call said any demon lord with a tail like a spear tip has used it to impale somebody. So really, you gotta go talk to him. And I'll chew them out for their foolish behavior. Just so you know, I stand with you. Man, shaky hands, go away. And now we just make sure we got all the undersides too. It's looking like we did. So we switched over to this. I hate shaky hands. Whew. No! Heard that. That was rude. That was the camera turning off. Alright, hold on. I'll swap it before I continue. One of these days, I'm gonna be able to plug in my camera and be so content to not have to run it off the battery power. But today is not that day. Alright, cool. Oh, baby. We're almost there, buddy. I was hoping we'd be able to get more done before the camera died. But I also didn't think it was going to happen. Camera was in the red for a little while. Which is fair. You know, that's what happens when you have them running for a little while. Alright. Alright, alright. This is boding well, y'all. It's got these 3 little claws on the top of each one. Sorry, I'm doing some skulls. It's got a lot of them. Alright, then we've got one more skull in this side. Excuse me. Alright. Let's pull you up and do the other side of these claws. Man, y'all, we're so close. Oh, baby. Fair. Enjoy your sleep, Merlin. I'll talk to you again. I'm sure I'll have a great week. Enjoy your sleep. And, thanks for the raid and for tuning in. It's much appreciated. Alright. Just got a few skulls. And then, like, the filigree and stuff. Granted, I do actually have to go over these skulls again to age them up a bit. That's fine. That doesn't take very long. Yep. How many skulls do we have? After this skull, there's one more that needs to be done up. Last skull. almost there, everyone. Alright. Skulls need to dry before we can age them. So let's actually do up his fingernails. Alright, cool. Done with this one. Actually, I think I want to use the same brush. For oh, but a moment. Huh. Oh, baby! Turn. Alright. Only one of these guys is wearing a crown. Thankfully. Eeh. I'm sorry, my mic got caught on the cord. It's all Bellacor's fault. That's right, you're the one to blame, Belly boy. Alright. I like it. Because I like it like that. Oh, baby. And then, pull out our draw. Because now I'm just going to go over the skulls to age them up a little touch. A wee little touch, you know? Yeah, a little one. I think it's going to look... Actually, I already think he looks pretty rad. But I think the little touch-ups are going to add so much. They always do. Oh, excuse me. See, all it really does is it kind of dulls them out and adds a bit more yellow, I want to say, to them. Which may not seem like much, but it's a lot. Alright. Those have been aged. Bones are good. Wings are good. Man! Stein! Thank you for the raid, my friend. You have come at a good time. We're just putting the finishing touches on our belly boy. So he's looking pretty rad, if I do say so myself. I don't have the paint to do the flame yet. Felicia ordered that for me, but I have to wait for shipping and all that fun stuff. But, you know, I'm pretty proud with how he's looking. He's getting real snazzy. He's pretty much done. I just want to do some blood effects, and then he'll be done. And then, of course, the flame. But, like, I have to wait for that. Thanks! What were you up to? What were you streaming before you arrived in mine? Out of curiosity. Blood for the blood god. I need you. Yeah. Oh, true. I forgot to age those. I did age those ones. It's true. It's because I used like a silver kind of chainmail, but that's all right. 2 games today. What 2 games? Ooh. Death and Taxes. I've never heard of that game before. Breath of the Wild, though. I've definitely heard of that game. How was it? Did you have fun, though? You having a grand old stream, you know? Eee! Sorry, we got some blood for the blood god. Had fun. Don't know if your viewers. Honestly, that's fair. It happens sometimes. I have several lurkers at the moment, so I totally understand, and I appreciate you joining. Join in while we put the finishing touches on our belly boy. No. Bam. In between his toes. Alright. I think we can have that there. Honestly, it's fair. I'm actually just kind of finishing up, so I won't actually be going for too much longer. But hey, I appreciate it. I find the painting streams are nice because they're just very chill and just fun. I get to relax during them, really. And I got some nice background music. I'm all content. But yeah, here's our little belly boy, you know? I don't have the best lighting at the moment. And then, if we turn him around, we got the nice black crimson wings and whatnot. I'm pretty happy with how he turned out, I must be honest. But yeah, there's our belly boy. I need to finish up his sword next time, and I'll also do his base next time. But it's a stream for another day, once I get my materials in. But for now, honestly, I'm probably going to call it there. Got some other stuff I need to do, so let's pass on the good graces of our friends and pass on our stream. Question is, who? We raid? We raid. Tonight we raid. Oh, we can go to Simon. Simon's playing some music. I like Simon. Let's do a Simon. I like Simon raids because Simon's very talented. And I'll send him all my lurkers. Yeah. Thank you all for tuning in. Next week, Stein, if you're around next week, I'm gonna be doing a Digimon unboxing stream because the new set is coming out, and so I'm gonna get a shit ton of Digimon cards. I'm gonna open them up, and I'm so pumped. But for now, thank y'all for coming in, tuning by. Hope you're staying happy and healthy, and I will talk to y'all and enjoy y'all later. No, that's very fair. Alright, enjoy.